Oh, it's an XL. Right, okay. Which came from the Eclat, came from the Elite. So there we are. Here's a Lotus XL. Right, here's a Austin Allegro Equipe. Here's a Austin A35. Looks like a BMW 5 Series, really old school one. Here's a MG Magnet, but I don't, it looks, I think that could be a ZB. Not sure, because ZAs used to have hockey stick type bright work on the front, going around the front wheels, and the ZBs didn't. But this doesn't have the bright work, so yeah, a little confused there. Says it's a ZA, so they must have deleted the part of the bright work, or it's missing, or it's kind of not easy. Any sort of bright work isn't easy to get hold of now. So if we look to my left, we see a Mercedes drop top, so probably an SL some kind. Oh, what's this one here? We've just seen something really quite a, it's a Fiat of some kind. It's a 1985 Fiat Pininfarina Spider Europa. Okay, I thought I saw that the other day, but now I've done here. What do I do next? Well, we go over to this Jaguar. Looks like a, it's a XJ12. It says V12, it's XJ12 1974. This is what it, all right, how you doing? Oh, hello.
Hello.
Oh, cool. Happy 20th. Right, I'll wish it properly later. So if we have a little looky poos here, it's an XJ12. That's what it looks like when you don't fit the wrong engine in or do weird things with superchargers on it. So that's a proper British car there. Oh. Here's a Ford Sierra. I think it's a 4x4 one. Here's an MGB here with a Tiger on, with a Tiger sitting around the back seat, and slightly, yeah, it does slightly political statement there. Here's a Rover. There's a Morris 12. I think that some of these cars were named after their tax horsepower rating, so taxable horsepower, because they had all that rubbish then. Here's another Frog Eye, Austin Healey Sprite. Says that's had a 1275 fit to that. Some do have them fitted, retrofitted. Makes them that more fun. So next to a car that's fun, here's another car that's fun, and it's a Rover P6 3500, but not the S. Right, we see a Volkswagen Type 2, the microbus. They made those for like forever in various places. Some people. So here's a Porsche of some kind. Must be a Boxster, I think. That's interesting, that. Oh, and now I've seen this one before. This is the Riley 9 March Special. And if I show you again, they were using SU carburetors for quite some time in various makes. But yeah, this is a Riley 9 March Special. I've seen this one around before. Brilliant machine, really good machine. Here's a Jaguar F-Type again. sort of harking back to the XKEs really. Here's a Volkswagen Caddy. Next to that is a Nissan. Which one's this? I'm trying to remember what this is. It has a 3.5 V6 in it, so it's a might be a 350Z. Probably a 350Z. And here's a Toyota Serra. Hold up, didn't I see this over the weekend? And it's got the butterfly doors on it. I learnt that at the weekend. Actually, I'm not. Hello. Yeah, I thought I saw this over the weekend. I think Helen and I on Saturday. Yeah, because I did Saturday and Sunday.
Did you? We only did Saturday. But,
yeah, I did the Sunday as well. Didn't exhibit. I just went around filming. So I did all the exhibits on the Saturday because it went to plan. Did another scoot around the cars, and then I went to the arena mostly and just enjoyed myself and the rest of it. Trying to video some while trying to eat a ploughman's while sitting on a bench and trying to try and multitask. Oh well, good to see you again anyway.
Thank you.
Right. Next to this is a Wolseley of some kind. And if we move further along, we see a Riley 472. That's the thing, we're all trying to be in the same place at the same time, and we all want to admire these. If it weren't for us lot turning up and admiring and everything, why would anyone bother? But yeah, this is looks like a Riley, so it's probably a 4-stroke 72. And I think there's Wolseleys like this as well, the Farina Morrises and Austin Cambridge and all that kind of thing. Oh, Rover SD1 with a 3.5 litre V8, and I think there might be, or just that one. So this is this again one of my dream cars. This is a 1984-85 model year, 3.5 litre V8, Rover V8. This one, I think I've just seen something weird. It's a Rover SD1, but it doesn't have a V8 in it. So what is it? Let's have a little look. I'm going to take a closer look at this. It looks like a straight 6. So is this the 2300 or the 2600? Because I remember the 2300 in a sort of vomit yellow colour, which my granddad had. No, this is a 2600, so slightly bigger 6-cylinder. Brown interior, Volgalore upholstery, as Jeremy Clarkson puts it. Have to name check him because he's the inspiration behind knowing about cars, because you want to know more than him. Here's a Bedford van, probably like a camper van really, that one. I'm just going to make my way round now because looks like right, to my left is a Morris 8 Series E, so this is probably one of, well, depending on the date. When did that really big conflict begin? That was September the 1st, wasn't it? Or 3rd, 1939. So this was like one of the last ones probably put together before. Sorry? They made them up to 48. Yeah, because I keep thinking there was a bit during World War II, or the big conflict that I keep mentioning, where they stopped civilian production and it all went military. Yeah. So was this is 1939, so what is this one of the last ones made before they had to switch to civilian production, to military, sorry? Well,
they started making these in 38.
Yeah.
And made them up to 39, and obviously the war came along and they had to stop. And then in 46 they started again with the same model.
Yeah, because it took many years to actually replace the designs because of the war.
Yeah.
Because I'm just trying to think what date it was that in 1939, or could have been a bit later, where they said, right, no more civilian cars,
Yeah, that was it.
everything's going to military.
Yeah.
And chances are, would the military have had these as staff cars?
Yeah.
Because there's only so many trucks and that you want to ride in. You're going to want a staff car for a general or like a high up officer. Chances are, would an officer have borrowed one of these for the duration?
Yeah. I can't remember the month this was registered. But obviously before they stopped.
Yeah, so this might be one of the last civilian cars before the war, because yeah, so I think as soon as World War II started for us, we just said, right, everything switches.
I mean, some of them got commandeered, you know, with private cars. They
Yeah.
were brand new, weren't they? So if you're going to
Yeah.
commandeer something, you're not going to have an old one.
No. Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to read up on it a bit more. I'll have to read up on it a bit more.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about that period in time, because I went out and I went out to a pub and celebrated VE Day, and then I was going to celebrate VJ Day, but I was stuck at work.
Yeah, well, I'd say that's that photograph. I did that one.
Okay,
That's up Galley Hill.
Galley Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Just
I've.
up the end of the road here.
Ah, right.
Hello, you.
Nice to meet you.
Okay.
Right, we now switch around to a Triumph Stag, 1977 model year. Here's a Jaguar XJS. This was the replacement for the E-Type. Bit of a what could have been moment. Really, they could have. Well, they probably did turn out to be really cool cars, actually. Right, to my right is an MGB. Oh, Chevrolet Corvette C3 Stingray, 1973 model year. Oh, it's getting a bit shiny around here, the old sun. Here's a Mercedes SL. Here's a Ford Capri, 1983. Here's a Ford Fiesta Mark 1 or 2, maybe between the two actually. Oh, Plymouth Roadrunner. That's a 19. Yeah, so this is probably a 1973 actually. This one, the general shape of it. And if we make our way round now, we see the Hudson that will never be painted. It's a Super 6 from late 1940s, I think, 1947. Yes, how do I forget things like that? But yeah, this is a Hudson Super 6 Business Coupe, and no, he's not going to paint it. This has been made clear a few times. Let's get another view of it. That is a nice car. Right, so if we move along here slightly, here's a MGT type again. Looks like a TC, I think. And if we look to my right now, Morris Minor 1000 Traveller. Here's a Ford Sierra, probably Cosworth perhaps, or RS something. There's a TR6 Triumph. There's a MGB here. Right, if we move along here, we see a hardtop Austin Healey Sprite, looking quite conventional, so it's not a frog eye. The Americans call them bug eyes, but here's a Series 3 Jaguar E-Type, known as an XKE. So it'd be a V12 one, I should think. Yes, it is. Right, so this one is an MGB sitting next to a Morris 10 Saloon. with a sliding head, 1932 that one. Oh, I've just seen a Rover P6 that hasn't got a V8 in it. It's a 2000 TC, so we move along slightly. We see another MGB. Looks as though it's slightly set up for racing. It says it's a Sebring on it. Why can't I remember everything? Here's a Porsche 911. I kind of prefer the old school ones actually, the ones that swing like a pendulum. Here's a Triumph 2500 Saloon. So it's 2.5 litre 6 I think in this one. Here's a Rover 75. Yeah, so this is a Rover 75. Another little reedy poos. Yeah, it's P3, it's 1948. So
Some nice cars here.
yep, and I haven't managed to see them all yet, and I want to go see the dragster as well.
Did you hear it to start out?
I heard it from the other end, so I might need earplugs. Right, this one's a... what the heck is it? It's one of these old racing cars, and it's a Silver Special. What is that got? There's Triumph Spitfire 1300 base special. Oh, so it's got the... so it's based around a Triumph where is it? God, Triumph Spitfire. Okay, Jensen Interceptor. Now this is the one from the 1960s that everybody knows and loves. And this one, I think, if I'm looking at this correctly, well, it just says it's Mark 1, so... alright. Yes, it's a Mark 1, so... 383 Chrysler lump underneath. Looks like a lot of fun to have. But I think they were made as a Grand Tourer. Here's an Austin 6. Saw a couple of those yesterday. Here's an Austin A40 drop top sport. Here's another Austin 7. It's one of those cars that got Britain on the road. You went out and got one and thought, you're on the road now, great. And then the first fuel bill come. Oh, here's Gertie. Yes, it is. It's Gertie. It's a Morris Cowley Morris Bullnose, and it's called Gertie. What a cool looking machine that is. Let's get another little view of it. Right, I'm going to move along here a little bit. So here's a Lancia Fulvia 13 1.3S. Right, there's the Mini. Let's have a look. There's a Lancia Fulvia here. This looks like that's a 160, so that's a MGTF, that one. Here's another MGB with this one's the 1.8 4-cylinder twin SU carbs. Brilliant little things. I reckon you could probably tune the nuts off of these, and they probably did. Morris Minor drop top one. They always seem to be 1000cc. Another MGB. The MGB seems to be a really big, great survivor. There's a lot of them around. And here's an MGA that's next to it. Yeah, so this is an MGA. This it's just a 1500. There was nothing. No, there's a MGB sitting next to. This looks like a Ford Fiesta ST. Could be a future classic actually. I reckon this would probably be future. It's a DS. I'm not sure what that is really, come to think of it. So I'm gonna make my way to the end where I sort of finished off, voila. That does bring me to a subject. Do people take their dogs for a walk, or do dogs take their owners for a walk? That is a question. And so if we move our way over here, right, I got to the Fiat 500 here. Now this is a MG Maestro, so it's a 2 litre EFI. To my right is a Citroen 2CV. They were making these from, I think, 1948 all the way to 1990. And one of the design briefs which I know of, you had to be able to drive it across a ploughed field with a tray of eggs, and not a single egg was allowed to be broken. That was a design brief. Here's a Morris 8. You probably couldn't do it like that. Right, we're now coming across a Sunbeam Talbot. Don't know which one that is.
Do you like it? No?
I think we're about to have a. Right, they'll might make their minds up in a minute. Well, I do admit they did have the coolest cars back then. Yeah, so here's a. So this is an Austin Healey 100/6. So that's another British sports car. Sitting next to that's an MGB with a hard top on it. I'm just going to skip round because I've seen so many MGBs. So let's... Oh. There's a Humber. There's a Humber sector there. I'm not going to get much. Oh, another P6. 3,500, so not the S. Here's a Rolls Royce. No, it's a Bentley. Yeah, it's a Bentley. Which R is that? I'm going to have a look. It's a Turbo R. Right, okay. I can never remember these things. Here's a Ford Escort RS. Remember those from when I was young.
There you go.
Ford Escort Cabriolet, so Mark IV. Porsche 911. Now that is a proper Porsche 911. That is the sort of sports car you want if you want to feel as though a car would just not forgive your mistakes. Like the Porsche 911 you just had unforgiving handling. You went around a corner too fast, the back end would just take you to a hedge. Oh, what's this?
I've lost the aircon.
Yeah, I'll just. So here's a. It's asking me what this is, but I'm not sure what it is myself, so I won't answer that question. So here's a Austin Healey Sprite, another Frog Eye.
That's not even a Jaguar.
Oh. Right, just make my way around to this Ford Escort Mark 5. I think it's a Mark 5. The only thing that's annoying me at the moment is the sun is shining on these, and it's probably messing up my vision. So there's a Riley 1.5, which looks a wee bit like a Wolseley 1500. Probably might be even be the same car. Oh, there's a. This says this is a Triumph Renown. Oh, sorry. Thought I bumped into someone there. Yeah, so this is a Triumph Renown. If we move along a little bit, making sure we take this in. This is a Austin 1300. This is off the ADO 16 platform, designed by Pininfarina. MGB, another one. Did someone just try and Right, so this is a Humber Scepter. Is that a... Yeah, that's a Humber Scepter, that one. There's a Triumph. Which one's that one? That's a Triumph Herald. This looks like a Ford Consul. So this is a Ford. So if we go around here, we see a Ford Consul with the bonnet up. People looking at it. You know, this is how you spend. This is a good way to spend the weekend, actually, working on things. This is a, what's that? A Davrian Mark 6A. I'm going to have another. There's two Davrians here. I've never heard of a Davrian. Look at that. It's really cool cars.
Lower than normal stages.
Oh, I want to take this one in because this is a 300ZX. And that's the Z31 generation. I actually asked about this on, it was yesterday at Hellingley. There's someone with a 300ZX, which was the generation after this. So this one would have been a V6, turbocharged, perhaps. With the pop-up headlamps, looked a bit American. But if we look at this Davrian, it's like, I must read up on this now. Who were Davrian? So this is a Mark 6A. And this one's a Mark 5, so I must find out more.
I was like, I got it home and
Right, so this is a, I think this is a Jaguar Mark 2, this one. The car that all the bad guys wanted. Right, let's get a view of this car and then find out what the hell it is, because I remember it, but I don't remember which one it was. It's a 25, so that was the one that was replaced by the Safran, I think it was. There's a Z3 BMW. Let's go around here, check out the interior. Right, this Ford Escort Mark II, just a ordinary one there. Right, we're going to try and, there's a Suzuki Samurai. I saw one of these the other day. Oh. That's a Mercedes-Benz 250 CE. Looks like, check out the styling of that. And here's a Vauxhall Victor 101 Deluxe from 1967. It is actually. But yeah, here's a Ford Fiesta Mark 1 in green. Ford Capri, note the rear louvres on it. Here's a Mark 1 Capri. I think it's a Mark 1 or, yeah, Mark 1, 3 litre. So it's a straight 6 in that one. Here's another, there's a V6 Capri here, and that looks like a, probably into late Mark 1, early Mark 2. BMW M5. Right, here's a Humber Scepter. Next to that is a Jaguar Mark 2. Here's a Rover P5B. B standing for Buick, so it meant it had the V8, so it's 3.5 litre. Wait a minute, I haven't done this bit yet. Don't know what this is. I wonder if anybody actually knows. I think they're trying to find out. Looks like some sort of racing thingy.